What if it doesn't really do as much as what it did already this year? Don't just focus on the big things. Don't just focus on the thing that will make you 100%, 1000% return. Focus also on the things that will allow you to have massive volume. What you do when things are bad will determine how your portfolio grows when things are good. Hey guys, so while I'm filming this, Rex Mendoza is currently speaking in Icon 2021 and he's talking about firing on all cylinders, which is something that I echo so much because please remember the name of the game if you want to be an investor or at least you want to grow wealth in a stretched period of time is mainly number one to build different asset classes that will fire and that will work hard for you. It's okay to double down on crypto, it's okay to double down in the stock market, but you have to remember this, that the average millionaire has around 7 streams of income. So it could be your job, it could be your savings account, it could be your real estate, it could be the stock market, it could be the crypto market, it could be any other asset class. But the goal and the style on how you could actually scale this is to continually build a base of different asset classes. That's why I've been sharing this over and over and over and over again for years that it's all about volume. Why? If you're just thinking about what gain will I get, how do I double this, how do I triple this, which is okay, no? Every one of us, especially for those who've been investing in the stock market and the crypto market, you have certain goals, you have certain targets, you have certain percentages that when it hits this level, you also want to sell at that particular time frame. But place a greater preference on double downing and building volume and trying to build a base of different asset classes. I guess this should be a time also for you to start to reassess. Tingnan nyo yung portfolio ninyo. Are you too heavy on cash? Because the problem there is this, if you try to play it safe naman, maglalagay ka sa stock market pero 1% lang ng pera ko, maglalagay ka sa crypto market pero 5% lang ng pera ko, totoo, you could get massive returns in massive gains on certain cryptos that you're buying. However, yung sayang dun is this, if it's not allocated with volume, it doesn't really help your overall portfolio. And I highly encourage you to do that in a way that nakaseparate lahat ng pera nyo. And I highly encourage you to do that because you need to have passive sources of income that even when there's a bear market, money's still coming your way. Those are savings accounts, those are bonds, those are preferred shares, and those are dividends. So, paulit-ulit ko siyang sinasabi because they're so relevant. It's not a sexy thing to talk about that, pag-usapan natin tong bonds na to, ang boring ng bonds. Pag-usapan natin tong preferred shares na to, very, very specific yung return, pero hindi naman siya masyadong gumagalaw eh. But you have to remember this. I've been saying this over and over and over. It's the boring things in life that will make you rich. It's the boring things in life that, if done faithfully, if done diligently, if done with discipline, it can help transcend and make your portfolio grow. Because what we're talking about here is we're not just here to be a one-hit wonder. We're not just here to be able to make money tapos on the 4th year, you lose it all, or on the 4th year, wala namang mangyari sa'yo. We're here to build wealth that will last. And that's why it's nice to diversify. And that's why I've said this in several videos na hati-hati rin yung portfolio ko. I've been spending more time now in crypto. I've been adding more in crypto. But what I've been doing is habang nagdadagdag ako sa crypto, naglalagay pa rin ako sa stock market, naglalagay pa rin ako sa equity funds, naglalagay pa rin ako sa iba kong asset classes because it's so important to build different streams of income that just in case the crypto market starts to drag, meaning for the next year, for the next 2 years, what if it doesn't really do as much as what it did already this year? If you have other asset classes, you will be okay. It was a very, very good example from yesterday that, the Philippine markets moved up. And as the Philippine markets moved up, some US stocks didn't really do so well. And the Philippine market did so well at a time where the cryptocurrency market right now has currently corrected. But if you also go back January, February, March, first part of January, you've seen Tesla and some of the US stocks start to go in full throttle, start to push higher, start to punch it, and start to do amazing things. However, while that was happening, the Philippine market wasn't doing so well. Then suddenly, when Tesla and other US tech stocks started to drop, that's when we saw the massive run of BNB. That's where we saw the massive run of Cake. That's where we saw the massive run of Ethereum, of Bitcoin, and so much more. Don't just focus on the big things. Don't just focus on the thing that will make you 100%, 1000% return. Focus also on the things that will allow you to have massive volume. The way I would do my investments is I'm not just thinking about ano kikitain ko na 2021. Every time you always think short-sighted, you will lose out. Every time you always think about, okay, ano yung pwede ko kitain for May 2021 na pwede ko nang pagkakitain ng June 2021, you will make shortcuts and you will make more mistakes that way. The way I'm investing right now, I'm not thinking about what will I eat tomorrow, because what I will eat tomorrow, yun yung fruit ng tinanim ko 5 years ago, yun yung fruit ng tinanim ko 10 years ago. What I'm investing for right now is for the ability that what I plant right now will do very, very well for me for 2031. And that's how it's done. You always think long term. It doesn't mean that gusto mo lang kumita over the long term, but the way you approach it, the way you allocate, the way you segment, the way you build volume. And think about it. If you're thinking about it from a very, very long-term perspective, then when market drops happen, that allows you to have an opportunity also to have volume. And for those who've been watching my other videos, I've been mentioning this. While the crypto market was zooming, of course, I was allocating there. I was enjoying the run. But even though when I didn't feel like it, I was adding money. I was investing in Philippine stocks because my mentality was they're not moving May 2021, pero if there's one thing that I do know about investing is it's all cycles. Dadating din yung point that there will be a cycle where what used to be laggards will be the one that will be leading. There will be a cycle that what used to not do so well, they're the ones that will lead and do very, very well. It's not me saying this just because I'm optimistic about it. It's me saying this because it's a matter of history and it's a matter of math that we have seen it over and 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 over again that recoveries happen. People always talk about that when we are at a bad time, when we are at a recession, when things are not so good. What people fail to realize is matatapos din to. But a bigger question that you need to ask yourself is, what are you doing habang hindi pa to tapos? What are you doing habang hindi pa tayo nag-recover? Because what you do when things are bad will determine how your portfolio grows when things are good. Your positioning in your assets to fire on all cylinders are on times when things are not so exciting. Your ability to make money, to allow it to fire on all cylinders are volume, diversified properly to different asset classes, but also thinking that when times are bad, when everyone's scared, that's one of the best times for you to come in. It's one of the best times for you to position. And it's true that there are trends, uptrend, downtrend, sideways markets. There are times that when a stock is breaking down, when a crypto is breaking down, when a stock is in a downtrend, it would be prudent not to buy it, which is very, very true. I'm a firm believer of technicals. I'm a firm believer that when something is headed down, you can actually exercise patience and wait for it to start to reverse. But what I'm saying is, don't wait for times to get better. Don't wait for the economy telling you na okay na lahat before you actually start investing. You just follow what makes sense to you. Everything will just recover back, especially if what you are buying in the stock market, in the crypto market, is something that's full of value, full of utility, and full of fundamentals. Because at the end of the day, the market will always appreciate something that has utility to be able to change the way we do things. And I hope that this is something that is helping you, because for me, if you are at the point in your life that you think you're just starting out, you don't know what you're actually gonna do, just start planting. Just start putting in money in the ground. Just start doing it right now, regardless of how hard it is, regardless of what you think, regardless of what you feel. Build those asset classes so that 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line, it allows you to make your money work hard for you. And people will always say, hintay ko pa 10 years, hintay ko pa 20, 10 years, 5 years, that will just pass by. I'm 37 years old right now. I started investing in my early 20s. I've been investing for over 15 years. It passes by. Di nyo mapapansin nyo pa nun, 10 years na pala ako nag-i-invest, 15 years na pala ako nag-i-invest. That's why it's so important that you love the process, that you love investing, because if you do that, the returns are only the reward of the time that you put in, of you loving your journey and enjoying the process. So there, I hope you guys liked it. And this is just me sharing. Sumasalisi ako during Icon, no? I didn't feel like making a video today because sabi ko busy ako, sobrang busy, sobrang dami kong ginagawa, there's a lot of things going on, but that's where also discipline is so important. Passion will get you kick-started, but discipline will push you to do things that even if you don't feel like it. I was thinking, kung di ako mag-post ng video ngayon, maintindihan naman nila kasi may investment conference coming in organize eh. So they will actually understand, and some of the YouTube subscribers naman are also part of the conference eh. So they most likely will also understand it. Okay lang naman siguro sa kanila, maintindihan naman siguro nila yun. But my goal is 10,000 videos in YouTube. And part of that 10,000 goals in YouTube is to make one video a day. And that's what I want to tell you as I end this. To be successful in life, to be financially free, to be able to do the things that you want, to live life at your own terms. Sometimes you have to do things also that you don't want. Sometimes when you don't feel like it, you have to be faithful and you have to be disciplined. You won't be able to reach your goals of financial freedom if when you don't feel like it, you don't feel like investing, you don't feel like doing business, you stop. Sometimes it's time to drown out the noise and to not listen to everyone's opinions and just you do you. You do what makes sense to you. You do what you're called to do. You do what your purpose is. You walk in your purpose. You walk in your passion and continually push. You continue to hustle, and you don't care what other people who don't care about you, what they think about you. What matters is you are living your life in your call. What matters is that you are pushing, you are taking stride, and you're just continually reaching your goals of financial freedom. So that's it for now. To everyone who joined us for Icon 2021, thank you so much. It's always an honor to be part of your journey. The next course that I'm having is we have a technical analysis course happening this July. It's candlesticks, MACD, Bollinger Bands, parabolic SAR, trend lines, and so much more. So if you want to be part of it, links are in the description below. All of my books are in the description below. And if you want to invest and you want to have a piece of cryptocurrencies, I have Binance down below. Click the link, join. They're the largest crypto exchange in the world. So that's it for now. This is Marvin Gurmo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.